In today's episode, I go to Belgium. I witnessed the last post in front of the Menin Gate. Watch New Zealand versus Uruguay in a burger joint. Then head to Lille for France versus Italy, which turned into a bit of a dance party.
My name's Tim Tunnicliff, host of the Amateur Rugby Podcast, and I'm here in France to show you the entirety of the Rugby World Cup. I'll be travelling the country, hitting the fan zones, showing you the in-stadium experience and getting the lowdown from all the talking points from what is sure to be an epic World Cup.
Yesterday, I took in some of the sights of Lille, then enjoyed the day's games in some of my favourite bars with plenty of incident.
It was much easier for me to stand up and catch him rather than let him fall on his head. Welcome back to the Rugby World Cup daily vlogs. And welcome to Ypres in Belgium. And I didn't have any expectations for this town, but my expectations were a lot more modest than what this place is like. Just take a look at this. It is absolutely spectacular. And I watched last night's All Blacks versus Uruguay game in this burger joint, Ypres Burger, because while none of the pubs were showing it, they all seem to be more interested in watching the Liverpool game, which is, well, fair enough. And what a first half. Uruguay really showing up, causing all kinds of problems to the All Blacks, and almost scored when it was still 0-0. It took the All Blacks a while to get on the scoreboard, but once they did, the tries came flowing fast, and they took it away in the end fairly comfortably, 17-something. But the Uruguayans were absolutely awesome as usual. Huge credit to themselves, their country and the competition. Well done, Uruguay. But just as it got to half time, I noticed that these guys were shutting up. So I did a quick tour of the pubs and couldn't find another one that was showing the rugby still. By the way, I just went up there, tour of the In Flanders Fields Museum. And well, I've always got to go and get to the highest point in any place and have a good look around. It's in my soul. I just have to do it. So I took a stroll around this incredible square here last night. All the bars, still couldn't find a single one showing the rugby. I mean, in fairness, who's going to be watching the Rugby World Cup, especially New Zealand versus Uruguay in Belgium? But what I did find was this amazing biking bar, which had really good Wi-Fi, beer, and a group of blokes who were having an amazing time. Loads of karaoke going on, singing, dancing. It was a bit above my energy levels at the time, but it was good fun to watch. But the real reason why I came here to Ypres was to see the Menin Gate, which, well, it's a little bit undercover to be fair, undergoing renovation, which was a bit of a disappointment. But the real joy of this place is seeing the last post, which I did last night, and here it is for you to take a look at. It's time to leave Belgium, heading back to France, back to Lille, the big match tonight. France versus Italy, and I was going to watch it here, but there isn't that much appetite for rugby here in Belgium, so I figured heading back to France for a France game was probably the right way to go. So I'll see you there in a minute. Just had a moment, I grabbed some chicken wraps. As I was wrestling with the plastic packet, they ripped apart and both fell on the floor at my feet. No damage, I thought. 5-second rule. Bent down to pick them up, and as I rose back up, there was a woman looking directly at me with the most disgusted look in her face. She didn't even know I was going to eat them, but I did.
As the evening set in, Lille was lit in Tricolour.
Wow, I'm glad I tried that out early. My favourite, the Australian bar, is absolutely rammed. I've never seen it so full. They've even got the ground floor open this side, which is the first time I've seen that. It is going to be a hot, sweaty mess in there tonight, and that is not what I'm up for this evening. So, I'm going to go and find somewhere a little more quiet. That's bright. That's better. Got a bit of an angle. Half time. France leading 31-0. 4 converted tries and a penalty. And that bar is quite a lot of fun. It was empty pretty much when I went in there, but now it's rammed. And every time France score a try, they play a different song over the stereo, and it turns into a bit of a dance party, which is great fun. Italy did put up a hell of a fight for, well, at least a little while anyway. None of the tries have been gimmies, to be fair. France have played pretty well. But 31-0 at half-time, God, you just feel sorry for those Italians. But the scoreline doesn't lie. I don't think so on this occasion anyway. France are imperious. Slight frustration with an Italian try chalked off for what looked like pretty much nothing as far as I was concerned. I might try and find somewhere else for the second half, or I might go back inside. Who knows? There we go, second half over. France win 60 points to 7. Not much to mention really in the second half, apart from Michele Lamoro, the Italian captain, getting subbed after 43 minutes. Did not look too happy about it. France scored regular tries throughout, but it's arguable that Italy scored the best try of the day. Multiple, possibly 20 phases, I'm not sure. But they scored a belter, so fair play to them, and they never gave up, fighting all the way to the end. Completely outclassed, unfortunately, and and the music after every try turned into just basically a dance party for the final 5 minutes, which was a whole lot of fun. I'm off to get an early night because it's back all day in this town tomorrow, and we're going to go to the game as well. So come and join me tomorrow. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Give it a thumbs up while you're down there, and I'll see you in the next episode.